Hello, wonderful friends. Today's book is called Hooray for the Golly Sisters. They are some of my favorite characters. My son Brock loved the Golly Sisters. This is a chapter book, and it has 5 chapters. Chapter 1. The Golly Sisters Cross Big River. Big river, said May. Very big river, said Rose. I think we should find another town, May said. A town on this side of the river. Rose said, no, that town is waiting for us. See the sign? Welcome, May. Welcome, Rose. Giddy up, said May. The horse waded into the river. He waded deeper into the river. He began to swim in the river. We're floating away, cried Rose. Goodbye, town, cried May. Goodbye, world, cried Rose. Aye, yelled Rose. Eee, yelled May. May and Rose closed their eyes. Thump. May and Rose opened their eyes. The wagon was on shore. We're saved, Rose cried. Look, May, here is another town and another welcome sign. Welcome, May. Welcome, Rose. We must be famous, said May. Every town knows us. Let's give a wonderful show, said Rose. The Golly sisters headed for town. Rose glanced over her shoulder. Big river, she said. Very big river, answered May. Chapter 2. May does a magic act. What are you doing with all those pigs? Rose asked. I am going to do my magic act, said May. May, why don't you get some rabbits? Everyone uses rabbits, said May. I want to be different. That night, Rose said, people, for the first time on any stage, May will make the pigs disappear. Behind the curtain, May said, Pigs, don't let me down. I will drop you into the hat. You will slip through a hole in the hat and wait quietly under the table. May and the pigs went on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, she said, into my magic hat I put one pig. There was a soft thud under the table. Into my magic hat I put another pig. There was another soft thud under the table. I waved my wand. Ta-da! The pigs have disappeared. Suddenly a loud wink came from under the table. A boy said, I hear the pigs. The pigs are under the table. Some people cried, boo. May said, now I will make the pigs reappear. Before May could wave her wand, the pigs ran out. Now everyone cried, boo! May said, I will make myself disappear too. She walked off the stage. Rose said, well, May, at least we know one thing. We know why magicians use rabbits. Yes, said May, rabbits don't go wink. And that was the end of the magic pigs. Chapter 3. The Golly sisters find a swamp. Well, we have done it now, said May. We are in a swamp. That is what I was afraid of, said Rose. And you know what lives in swamps, don't you? May asked. Yes, but don't say it, said Rose. I don't want to hear the word. I have to say it, said May. I want to be sure we are thinking about the same thing. What I am thinking about is long and squiggly, said Rose. May asked, is it a... Don't say it, said Rose. Please don't say it. I can stop myself from saying it, May said, but I cannot stop myself from thinking about it. I have an idea, said Rose. Let's take turns thinking of nice things that are in the swamp. Well, you and I are in the swamp, said May. We're nice. True. So true, said Rose. And the horse is in the swamp. The horse is nice. May said, I saw a bird back there. I was about to say nice bird when... I see a beautiful flower, said Rose. And there is the sun, May said. And the blue sky, said Rose. You know what I have not thought about in a long time, said May. What? Asked Rose. Can I go ahead and say it? We are out of the swamp now. Go ahead, said Rose. Snake, said May. Snake, said Rose. I was thinking crocodile. You were thinking crocodile? Asked May. Yes, said Rose. Snake doesn't bother me. See? Snake, snake, snake. Neither one bothers me, said May. Snake, crocodile, snake, Oh, never mind, she said. Goodbye to both of them. Chapter 4. Rose does the high wire waltz. Our show is blah, said Rose. I don't think so, said May. Our show is wonderful. Our show is blah, said Rose, but it will not be blah for long. Tonight I will dance and sing on the high wire. May looked up. That high wire? She asked. Yes, said Rose, and my song will be the high wire waltz. I am going to practice now. Rose climbed the tree. She stepped on the high wire. She sang, Look at me, and you'll see the high wire waltz. The high wire began to shake. Rose began to shake too. She stopped singing. May said, What's wrong? Rose said, I cannot move. May said, Back up. I cannot back up, said Rose. I'm stuck. May said, I will come and get you. May climbed the tree. She took Rose's hand. She climbed down the tree together. Rose said sadly, Well, that is the end of that. No high wire waltz tonight. You could still do it, May said. How? Asked Rose. You could pretend to be on the high wire, May said. You could draw a line like this. Oh, I like this so much better, said Rose. And I can still sing my song. Look at me, and you'll see the high wire waltz. And the best thing, no one will worry that I might fall. Chapter 5. Hooray for the Golly sisters. You know what I wish, Rose said. What? Asked May. You will think this is silly, but I wish someone would yell, Hooray for the Golly sisters at the end of our show, said Rose. They clap, said May. Yes, they clap, said Rose, but I wish someone would yell, Hooray for the Golly sisters. May said, I wish that too. May looked at Rose. Why are you smiling? Asked May. When you smile like that, I know you have an idea. Maybe, said Rose, but you are smiling too. When you smile like that, I know you have an idea. Maybe, said May. That night after the show, the people clapped. The Golly sisters took one bow. Then Rose said, Excuse me. May said, Excuse me. The people kept clapping. Suddenly, from one side of the audience came, Hooray for the Golly sisters. Then from the other side came, Hooray for the Golly sisters. The whole audience began to yell, Hooray for the Golly sisters! Hooray for the Golly sisters! That night, when the Golly sisters were in bed, May said, You will think this is silly, but I was the one who yelled, Hooray for the Golly sisters. Rose said, It is not silly at all. I was the other one. It did sound good, said May. Wonderful, said Rose. With the hoorays still ringing in their ears, the Golly sisters went to sleep. Thank you so much, friends. I hope you enjoyed the book. See you again soon. Take care.